Happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well. Time for another video. Time for another video for the channel. And today I'm going to touch on something. I'm going to call it a friendly reminder. So it's going to be a bit of a shorter, sharper video. And what inspired me to make this was, first of all, as videos go on, sometimes I can get off topic. So to negate that temporarily before I fix my flow and speech on camera, I will force myself to make a shorter video. 2. Today, after I got home from work and I just finished cooking my dinner, I was listening to some YouTube videos that I watched last year. Not mine, someone else that I found quite helpful and wise and eye-opening. And I watched the same videos again. And although I roughly recall what the lessons were inside those videos, what the topics were, it was a nice reminder. A nice little refresh for me, a bit of encouragement, you could say. And it just made sure that I was keeping on track and that my mindset wasn't too clouded. So I wanted to give you guys a reminder of my own. On this journey through life, maybe you're working towards something very hard. Maybe you're uploading content of your own. Social media, YouTube, you're putting your face out there. You're going to work. You're living your day-to-day life. Of course, you're going to encounter other people. As you do. But of course, when you're meeting these other people, everyone has their own personalities. Everyone is their own person, individual. You cannot replicate me because I am the only Ibn, and I'm the only person that has lived through exactly everything I have lived through. And that is really the key point for this friendly reminder video is you are you. No one is exactly like you. No one has been through exactly everything you have done. And although it might seem very obvious, I think it's quite important to remind you of that because you don't need to explain yourself to other people. If I was to explain to you now everything that I've been through in the course of my existence from the moment I was born up until right this second, and I was to show you on maybe a projector the story of my entire life, you would still not feel the same way I do because you are not the person that actually experienced it. No matter how much I explain it to you, no matter how much I show you that it affected me, you'll get a rough idea, but you'll never feel the way I do in here because you're not the person that lived through it. And of course it goes both ways, vice versa. Whatever your life has been, the ups and downs, if you were to explain everything to me in your own words and you were to show me exactly the life that you've lived, I would also not feel the same way as you do right now because I'm not the one that went through it. You can help people by painting this picture in their mind, give you an example of why you are who you are, the stuff you've been through in the past, what it taught you, what it took away from you, whatever it is. And it's important. It helps us connect with other people. But you reach a certain point where you put yourself out there, you're speaking to new people, and maybe something doesn't quite click. Maybe they disagree with something that you're saying. Maybe they just don't like you in general. But you don't have to explain yourself. This was quite a nice reminder for me today when I was just in the thoughts of making this video. It's quite relieving because everyone has their own reasons of doing things. Some are very personal, some are just habit, some are just because they've been told to do it, it's their job, whatever. I have my own reasons of making these YouTube videos. I've told you before, in the past, when I was a bit lost and I just needed some hope, I needed some guidance, I needed some maybe mentors, I needed some teachers. I wanted to learn and open my mind up to the larger world out there full of opportunity, because I wanted to get myself out of a dark mental state, but I didn't know how to do it. So I found a way to do it, and people like me making these YouTube videos helped me through that journey. So that's my reason. I hope through making these YouTube videos, I can connect with people that might be in a similar position to how I was in the past and help you get out of it in some way or another. But if you don't understand that explanation, or you don't understand why I want to do that to help other people, what do I get out of it? There's not much more I can say. That's the explanation. I want to upload these videos and help people that might be where I was in the past. Because through getting through where I was, persevering, I was able to put myself into a better mindset where I'm more open to the world around me, the negatives, the positives, whatever it is, and actually enjoy more life. And especially now that I'm making these videos and I'm putting my face on the internet and occasionally posting to Instagram, but it's a bit different. There's always going to be that judgment. There's always going to be other people looking at what you do. And it's going to be scary at first when they're your friends, they're your family, and they might not understand why you're doing it. They might think it's silly, but you have your own reasons. And if you're doing the right thing, I think your own personal reasons, whatever you're doing in your own life, for example, me making these videos, if the reason's strong enough for you, then it helps you drown out and ignore that worry of judgment and outside perspectives. Because if you believe enough in who you are, your work, what you're doing, your message, then that's all you need. Some people don't need to understand. They don't need your explanation. You don't need to waste your time trying to really help or convert other people into your way of thinking. Because like I said before, even if you think you can really help someone, even if you think you can do it, and you show them proof, you show them evidence, some people just need to learn themselves. So believe in yourself, stay true to who you are, and don't feel the need to change who you are just so other people accept or understand you a bit easier, because everyone's unique. I am the way I am because everything I've gone through, and you are the way you are because everything you've gone through. And if some people can't understand that, then just move on. Keep at it, man. Hopefully that helps.